Welcome to this 20-minute session where we're gonna strengthen and stretch the body. Let's start sitting on the heels. If that's uncomfortable, you can just find a normal cross-legged seat. And then interlace your fingers and reach your arms up, open the chest, inhale. And exhale to round, stretch your arms long in front. Inhale to reach up, open the chest, find a back bend. And exhale to round. And one last time, inhale to reach up. And exhale, interlace your hands behind your head and then lift the chin up. Inhale. And exhale to round, bring your chin to the chest, round the shoulders. And inhale, look up, lift the gaze. And exhale to round. One last time like that. Inhale, open the chest, find a back bend. And exhale to round. And then interlace your hands behind your spine, palms to touch, opening the shoulders. And you can move from side to side. Inhale. And exhale to release. Bring your palms down, knees underneath the hips. And then lower onto your forearms. So we're down on the elbows. And we'll do our cat-cows like that. Inhale to drop the belly, look up. And exhale to round the spine, chin to the chest, navel in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, arch the spine. And exhale to round. And now we're going to come back to a neutral spine to set up for a dolphin pose. Tuck your toes, keep your arms as they are, and lift the hips up. Coming into dolphin, trying to find length in the spine and pressing out of the forearms, drawing the heels towards the mat. We're gonna stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. Inhaling in, exhaling out. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Last inhale in. And exhale to lower the knees back down into the mat. Let's do 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly. And exhale to round. And now bring your elbows a little bit closer to your knees. We'll move back into our dolphin pose. So tuck your toes and lift the hips back up. And the closer that we bring the knees to the elbows before lifting up, the deeper the stretch. So try and see what's accessible for you right now. If it's too much, you can always walk your feet a little bit backwards. We still want to maintain length in the spine. So if you feel like you're rounding a lot, just bring your feet back a bit. 1 more breath here, inhaling in. And exhale, lowering the knees back down. 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale to round. And then we'll do our 3rd round of dolphin pose. Maybe you can bring the knees all the way to the elbows. Try it out, see what works, and then lift the hips up and finding the narrowest version of our dolphin pose right now and staying here, breathing fully. But again, if it's too much on the hamstrings, you can walk your feet a little bit further back. This is a very intense pose. It's not only stretching the legs, but it's also so much strengthening the arms and the shoulders. It's the perfect preparation for forearm stand. Let's stay for 1 more round of breath. Inhaling in. And exhale to lower the knees down. Walking the hands towards the front of the mat and lowering chin and chest or the forehead down into the mat for puppy's pose, heart melting pose. Opening the upper spine, stretching into the neck, the shoulders. And then press back into the palms and lift up. Curl your toes and come into downward facing dog, lifting the hips up high, finding some gentle movement, bending into the knees, pedaling the feet. And with the next inhale, lifting the right leg up, 3-legged dog. And exhale, step the right foot between the hands and rise all the way up into high crescent lunge. So we're high on the back toes. There is a deep bend in the right knee. And from here we're going to do 10 knee taps. So touch the knee onto the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Back to high crescent lunge, and now reach your arms back, moving into lightning bolt pose, staying strong through the right quad, long through the arms, high on the back toes. 2 more breaths. Inhale in, exhale out, last inhale, and exhale. Bring the fingertips down into the mat and step onto the right foot into standing split. So the left leg is lifted up, and we're gonna do 10 pulses with the left leg up while keeping the hips squared. And we lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And make a big step back with the left foot, back into high crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. We will do the same sequence one more time, so tap your knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then reach your arms back, lightning bolt pose, holding for 3 breaths. Inhale in, exhale out, inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Bring the fingertips into the mat and step into standing split. 10 pulses with the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stepping it all the way back, lowering the left knee down into the mat, and then straighten the right leg, shift your hips back for half split. So now we're gonna stretch it out, making sure that the left hip is on top of the left knee, and flex into the right foot, find length in the spine, and fold over the right shin, stretching into the right hamstring and the right calf muscle. And then plant the left palm down and reach the right arm up for a twist, opening the chest, still keeping the hips squared. Inhale here. And exhale, bring the hand down. And from here, shift the left knee further back so that we're in a wide low lunge. And then you can start to shift forwards and backwards on the left toes, opening the left quad, the left psoas. And then you can lower the knee down into the mat, untuck the toes, and bring your upper body on top of the hips. So try to have your fingertips either in the mat or on your hips, lifting the chest. Full breath in. And exhale out, coming out of the pose. Tuck the left toes. Reach the right leg up for a 3-legged dog. And you can open the hip and the knee, just loosening up and returning into downward facing dog, coming high onto the toes and rolling forward into a high plank. Exhale to bend your elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the chest, and exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog, hips up high. Inhale to lift the left leg up. And exhale, step the left foot between your hands and rise all the way up, high crescent lunge. We're gonna go for the other side now, of course. So starting with our knee taps 10 times. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to high crescent lunge, and then reaching the arms back, lightning bolt pose. Weight is in the left foot, finding length through the spine. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhaling 1, and inhale, Exhaling 2, shift the weight into the left foot, fingertips down, and step forward into standing split. And we're gonna pulse the right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stepping the right foot all the way back into high crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. And one more round, starting with the knee taps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your arms back, a lightning bolt, finding length through the spine, strong through the left leg, but also the right, so we're high on the right toes. One last full round of breath here, inhaling in. And exhale, fingertips down into the mat, stepping into our standing split. And we're gonna pulse the leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping the foot back, lowering the right knee down into the mat, coming into half split, so straightening the left leg. Right hip is on top of the right knee, and we want to find length in the spine to fold over the leg and stretching into the left hamstring now, the left calf muscle. And then planting the right palm down, inhale, reach the left arm up for a twist. Try to keep drawing the left hip back. One more breath in. And exhale, lower the hand back down, rebend into the left knee. Coming onto the right toes and just shifting forwards and backwards, finding this long, low lunge, so shifting the foot a bit backwards and then lowering the knee down. So now the left knee is a bit further back than the left ankle, so we're having that big stance, stretching into the right psoas, the quad and the left hip flexor, keeping the chest lifted and staying with a deep breath, so full inhale in and exhale to come out of the pose. Plant the palms down and reach the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. You can open the hips, finding movement, and then returning into downward facing dog, coming high onto the toes and rolling forward into a high plank. Now we're gonna stay in our high plank, lifting the right leg up off the mat and then bring the knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the leg back up, knee to the right tricep, making a connection. Inhale, lifting back up, and then knee to the left tricep across the body. Inhale to lift, and again knee to the nose, making it touch. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, knee to the right tricep. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to the left across the body. And one more round. Inhale, knee to the nose. Make it touch. Lifting the leg up and then knee to the right tricep. Inhale to lift. And exhale, knee to the left tricep. Lifting the leg up. And the last time, knee to the nose. And then stepping the foot back. You can lower your knees down if you need to. Otherwise, stay in your high plank. We're going to go for the other side. So shift the weight into the right toes, lift the left leg up, and then bring the knee to the nose, making it touch. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to the left. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, knee to the right across the body. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to the nose, touch. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, knee to the left. Inhale to lift. Exhale to the right, across the body. And one more round like that. A knee to the nose, stay with it. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knee to the left. And lifting up. Knee to the right. Lift your leg. And one more time, knee to the nose, rounding. And stepping the left foot back and lifting the hips up. Downward facing dog. Releasing the effort and just taking a moment here, reconnecting with the breath. And then roll forward and bring the knees down into the mat, coming onto the sit bones. We're gonna lie down onto the back, focusing a bit more on the core now. So just come to lie down, bringing your spine flat into the mat. So grounding fully down also through the lower spine, and then lifting the legs up perpendicular to the mat. Interlace your hands behind the head, lifting head and shoulders off the mat. Inhaling here, and exhale, lift your hips up. Inhale, lower the hips, and exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. 6 more like that. Stay with it. For 5, strong through the core. 4, and try to not swing the legs, but use really the core muscles so that it's a controlled movement. And 2 more. Last 1. Now we're gonna stay lifted. Reach your arms up towards the toes. Keep the hips lifted up. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock gently from side to side. And we're gonna do the same thing now, just with straddle legs. So opening the legs wide into a straddle. It doesn't really matter how wide the legs go here, but we wanna make sure that they are fully straight and contracted. Interlace your hands behind the head, lifting head and shoulders off the mat. And exhale, lift the hips up. Inhale to lower the hips. Exhale, lifting them up, keeping the legs fully straight, pointing through the toes. We're gonna do 6 more like that. So lift your hips up for 6, 5, 4. Really trying to make a controlled movement here. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Keep the hips lifting up. Reach your arms through the legs. Staying strong here for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to the outsides of the legs, closing them, hugging the knees into the chest. And now plant the feet down into the mat. Touch your heels with the fingertips and lift your hips up for bridge pose. Right away, making sure that we have a long line from the knees to the chest. So no sticking out of the ribs here. Try to keep the rib cage hugging in, hips lifting up, pubic bone lifts up. Tailbone is lengthening down. We're gonna stay here 3 more rounds of breath, trying to connect with the glutes and keeping the hips lifting up. Last 2. And last inhale in. With the next exhale, slowly lowering the hips back down into the mat. And then cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh, flexing into the foot. Interlace your hands behind the left leg, drawing the shin closer towards the chest. You can press your right elbow into the right thigh to draw the knee further away, deepening the stretch in the right outer hip. And then releasing the leg and binding the right leg fully around the left, maybe even the ankle for an eagle bind, and then dropping the knees over to the left. Gaze goes over the right shoulder, finding our spinal twist. Try to keep grounding the right shoulder blade down into the mat. And then lifting the legs back up and switching sides. So now we're placing the left ankle on top of the right thigh, interlacing the hands behind the leg and flexing into the left foot to protect the knee. You can draw the left elbow into the left thigh to draw the knee further away, stretching into the outer left hip, the glutes. And then slowly releasing the leg and wrapping the left leg fully around the right, dropping the knees over to the right and bringing the gaze over the left fingertips, grounding down through that left shoulder blade, finding our spinal twist. Last breath here. And exhale, untangle the legs, reach your arms up above the head, and then just come to rock up We are done. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all new videos. And if you have questions, reach out to me on Instagram. Cannot wait to hear from you and to connect with you. Lots of love and see you soon.